Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick Michelle here, and I work with Synergy Properties. And today I just wanted to share with you guys what I do for high impact prospecting, door-to-door sales, whatever you want to call it. This will definitely help you with, building up your database. If you're new to an area, then I would highly recommend this. I personally, 60% of my income came from meeting people door to door. And it's also top of mind awareness as well. So if you're going out and meeting all these people and you dress nice and you are knowledgeable on the market and the neighborhood that these people are in, then they're going to look at you as the expert. So it's really important for top of mind awareness, like I was saying. And since I've only been in Spokane for 11 years and was not involved in sales for a very long time, I decided that I was going to take the approach of, meeting people door to door and just being the expert for people. So I like to try to dress decently nice. I'm in Spokane, so it's pretty cold here. We do have snow on the ground, and I door knocked when it was -12 out a couple weeks ago. So right now I'm just wearing a vest. I have some jeans, nice boots, and a watch. And typically in the summertime, I would dress a lot nicer, maybe a suit jacket, or if it's too hot, maybe a tucked in, polo, nice slacks with a belt and dress shoes, because you do want to dress nice at the door. I know a lot of people might be saying like, well, Nick, what about I come to the door and someone thinks that I'm, part of a religious group? So what I would say to you guys is, try to avoid colors like just pure white with a red tie or black tie and white. Maybe try to wear like a pink shirt, a blue shirt with some more color in the tie. And some people will even put a name tag on with their name and like real estate broker, what agency they're with. So you do want to dress apart, and so you're the professional, right? So when you do go to a door, you're going to deal with some objections. But guess what, guys? What is the worst possible thing that can happen up at the doorstep? You go up and someone tells you they're not interested, right? Or they cuss at you and they slam the door. That's no problem. It's a numbers game anyways, right? As long as you can present yourself and be knowledgeable and nice and an expert, then you're doing your job, right? And if they slam the door, then there's nothing you can really do. But I was reading a book by Mike Ferry. It's called How to Develop a Six-Figure Income. I would highly recommend reading that for anybody brand new in the business. It has helped me out tremendously, and it talks about all the basics and fundamentals. And in that book, it says that real estate's a numbers game. For every 100 conversations you have, you should have one real estate transaction. So just make sure you're getting out there and having the conversations every day, because if you're not having the conversations, you're probably not going to get the volume that you want. So that's why I turned to door knocking. I'll go ahead and explain to you guys how I do it. So I talked about how I will dress. If there's a specific neighborhood, I'd recommend getting onto your local MLS and doing some research and figuring out like how many homes sold in that area, what the median price point is. So where I'm at on South Hill, the median price point is $486,000. Days on market's 19 days. So be familiar with which neighborhood you're coming to. There's different approaches that you can take. Like if you have a listing in the area, that's simple. You're going to go in and introduce yourself to the whole neighborhood and let them know like, hey, I helped John and Susie list their home. Or even if you sold it, like, hey, I helped them sell their house. It sold in 4 days, 50 grand above asking, or whatever it is. So here's the approach that I used today. I went to a neighborhood on South Hill in Spokane. I didn't have any listings, but I did some market research. And South Hill is still a hot market up here. Average days on market's just 19 days. So I kind of tailor it who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to a seller, it's like, hey, so here, I'll go ahead and give you an example, right? And body language and tonality is very important. When I'm talking, if a guy answers the door, I don't want to be like straight in front of him right at the door. You want to stand back like 6 to 9 feet, and open up your body language, kind of turn sideways, so that they don't feel confrontation, because that's, I guess, when you're straight with someone, then they might feel a little bit of confrontation or uncomfortable. And from my understanding, hearing other successful realtors such as Brian Casella, I actually got into door knocking from him, but he says if you're talking to a female at the door, you can look straight at them, but still give them some space, back up a little bit. So that's important, opening up the conversation, body language. So here's how I do it. If I knock on the door, the person comes out, and I go, hey, my name is Nick. I'm a local realtor here in Spokane or here on South Hill. You're the homeowner, yeah? So then you instantly figure out that either they're the renter or that they're the homeowner. So that gives you a lot of information right there. You never want to knock on the door and you go, hey, you're the homeowner, right? Because if they are, they're going to be like, yeah, what do you want? I am the homeowner. So always be assumptive. You're the homeowner, yeah? Yeah, I'm the homeowner. And then you go, okay, well, I'm sure you're aware that the market up here on South Hill is still a hot market. The average price point's $486,000 and days on market's only 19 days. So, I just wanted to come down to your neighborhood and introduce myself to everybody and just see if I could be a great local resource to, maybe you or someone that you know. So you put yourself as the expert, you give them some data, and a lot of the times they'll throw some objections like, oh, I already have a realtor. Oh, that's fine. Too much information never hurts. I'd love to send you over my information, just to be a second opinion for you. What's a good email for you, right? So you're always being assumptive. You don't want to ask them like, hey, is it okay if I get your email address? Always be assumptive. What's a good email address for you? You get their email, and then what's a good phone number for you? 509? You hear the tonality 509 versus a question of 509 because they'll be like, no, thank you. It's a better tactic to be able to get their information. And obviously through the dialogue, it'll be different based on if you had a listing in the area or if you helped a family move into that neighborhood, you can judge it through that. So as you're going out and having these conversations and getting the information, it's going to help you to build your database, and you can even run ads on Facebook to these people with their email addresses, getting top of mind awareness, putting them on a drip campaign and just continually following up. So like I had said is, I got 60% of my business through door knocking on my very first year of real estate. So for anybody trying to build their business, this is a fantastic way to do it. If you guys ever have any questions regarding door knocking, I'm still trying to grow and improve. I've probably door knocked 5,000 doors since I have started. And this year I'm going to take it to the next level. So if you guys ever have any questions about how to do this, you're more than welcome to send me a comment down here or, call me at 509-209-7110. And, I would love to help. So keep in mind, there's going to be a lot of objections that you hear, but it's just a numbers game. And like I said, a lot of people will say things like, I already have a realtor, or I'm never going to sell my house. So if you see if you come up and meet them and they go, hey, I'm not interested. I don't want to, I'm not here to, because they think, you're a salesman, you're coming to the door. Oh, I understand you're not going to sell your house. So always acknowledge them. I understand you're not looking to sell your home. I just wanted to come here and see if I can be a local resource for everything real estate related, no matter what your time frame is. So how long have you lived in this beautiful neighborhood? Pick up some conversation, build some rapport. It's about relationship building, right? You want to get to know these people and build a relationship and then be able to follow up with them continuously. And then they're going to look at you like you are the expert. Even if you mess up, if you come to the door sharp, dressed nicely, and you're knowledgeable, even if they tell you no, as you're walking away, they're going to be like, man, that guy was super sharp. If I was to ever sell my home, or if I had a friend, I would probably want to work with that guy. So I hope this video helped you guys out. I will go through it one more time, just to help you guys out. So I knock on the door, they answer, hello. Hey, how's it going? My name is Nick. Here, let me back up a little bit. So I'll be back up, knock on the door, give them some space, they answer, hello. Hey, how's it going? My name is Nick. I'm a local realtor here on South Hill. You're the homeowner, yeah? And then they say, no, I'm renting. Okay, you're a renter? Awesome, man. Well, I'm sure you're aware that the market has slowed down a little bit, and it's actually good for buyers right now. I've noticed, sellers have been paying for closing costs. There's rate buy down. There's tons of options. So, I just wanted to introduce myself to everybody. And, if you're looking, at homeownership at some point in time, I'd love to help you out. Let them answer you like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. They'll give you your objections, but it's kind of an art, guys. You just have to be quick on your feet, gather information. So I appreciate you guys. And if you guys ever need an agent in Spokane, Washington, I'd love to help anybody out, and I can send you, a referral as well. So I appreciate you guys, and we're all continuing to grow together, and have a fantastic day. See you later.